everyone, welcome yourselves back to the channel, back for the next episode of Andor, episode 4. If you haven't checked it out, do go check it out. All 4 episodes are on Disney Plus, airing weekly until 8 weeks from this point. There are 12 episodes in total. Spoilers ahead, subscribe and like as always, and let me know down below where you see this going. What's your thoughts on the future of Andor? We know there's 2 seasons, we know there's 24 episodes. You guys let me know your thoughts. And do you think that's too many? Do you think that they should have lowered it? But we'll dive into my thoughts now, and you can share yours down below. Enjoy. So, I don't know. Episode 4. We get it. Diego Luna is a great actor. He's playing Andor very well. But I think the pacing is very, very slow. I'm gonna say I don't expect action to be happening, in every single episode. We got action in the last episode, but I don't really know what they want us to achieve from this show. You know, there's a lot going on. The troopers who attempted to kill Andor in the last episode have been replaced, detained, they've been sent away, and replaced by Imperial troopers, Imperial officers, whatever you want to call them. And then there's stuff going on there that they have jurisdiction to go somewhere. I don't really know all the planet names of where they're all going. But then the guy, is it Lennon, who's played by Skarsgård? I thought he was going to stick with Andor, and that was my appeal for the series. I was like, oh, it's going to be cool. But instead, Andor is now going by the name of Clem. He's pretending to do something and be something he's not, to work with a group of people who are so hostile to him for no reason. But it's just a lot of random stuff, No Marva this week, none of the flashback stuff, none of the kid, obviously, because all that's gel into one now. The girl who obviously was on the planet of Andor, she did not appear. There's a lot of to say this was like a 50-minute episode or 40-minute with all the introductions and outros. There was a lot they didn't include, and it felt like not a lot happened. He was just bickering with a bunch of the people at his camp for most of the episodes because they didn't want to trust him. Cool to see a couple of TIE fighters. As I said, Skarsgård's now putting wigs on and other clothing to make deals with people on Coruscant. It's just thinking, like, what's going on there? What's the soldier who attempts to kill Andor's next step? Now that he's with his mother, what? I know they're going after this Garrison thing. He's going to earn like 200,000, so it'd be good for Marva and his future. But like, the storyline that we had in the first 3 episodes now feels so disconnected from this that they're going to get involved with this, and then Andor's doing the Garrison stuff, and then the stuff going on Coruscant. Like I said, it's too much there because, like I said, you've still got the Marva storyline going on in the present and the past. You've got is her name Bex or Bick or Beck, whatever her name is, who's played by Adriana Arjona. You've got her storyline going on. There's going to be a lot of storylines going on. And if you look at the poster, there's still, obviously, Saw Gerrera was mentioned in this episode. You still got Saw Gerrera to come into this. You've got, I think, Andor's sister, who's played by the girl who played Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp. So you've got a lot of characters still to include, and yet it still feels very messy. I always go off the old trade. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you're a Marvel fan, if you're a DC fan, you'll still find ways to enjoy it. When the TIE fighters zoomed over, that was really cool. But I just felt like we achieved nothing. Like, nothing. They spoke outside the shit for ages, then there was the long walk, then there's the whole campfire scene. I think that as a whole was, 25 minutes, as a collective, and you didn't achieve much. So I guess I'll have to wait and see. For me, it's not an issue for me in the biggest sense because I can deal with slow shows and I can see that they end the point. But if you're trying to introduce new people to the storylines, if you're trying to bring people into the world, these 4 episodes were way too slow. That's what I've got to take a look at. And when I rip the episodes apart, cool, those are actually in episode 3. for me, I can deal with how pasted it is, because I understand there's 24 episodes, it's a story to be told. But for your new fans, for the fans who don't have a long attention span, you would have lost them in the first two episodes. Might have lost them in the first episode. If people have made it to the four episodes, it's because they're dedicated Star Wars fans. It's they want to see where the story goes and plays out leading up to Rogue One. And that's all I can say. Like I said, seeing Coruscant was such a huge thing. I loved that planet. Obviously, a huge factor for the prequel films where the Jedi's were. Obviously, it featured in Kenobi with Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi flashbacks. So yeah, there's a lot to enjoy, but they've got to step the pace up a bit in the next few episodes. There needs to be like intense scenes in episode 5 and 6 and 7, and then you can go to back to the slow paced because you've got people over that halfway line and they're invested. That's the way I look at it. So yeah, enjoying it is an understatement, but I am thoroughly eager to see how Andor progresses to the midpoint of the season. And hopefully we do achieve something with his character and his story. So let me know down below your thoughts on episode 4 of Andor. Are you enjoying it? If so, do let me know down below, and I'll be sure to keep reviewing the series, of course. I don't step off shows once I've started watching them. I'm dedicated. Same thing for like She-Hulk, or if it's House of the Dragon or Lord of the Rings. I mean, I have stepped off Lord of the Rings because way too long the episodes for something that is not gripping, but I will be getting back on that soon. Do check out She-Hulk tomorrow. Mighty Ducks review's going up today as well. It may have gone live before this or after. You'll obviously see it go live. And obviously House of Dragon every Monday, of course, with Walking Dead and Chucky starting next week. So some big shows coming out and multiple others along the lines of Santa Clauses, Big Shot, um, and many others. You'll see it when they arrive on the channel. But stay tuned for more, of course. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.